1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Federal Cabinet, which met in Islamabad today with Prime Minister in the chair, rejected proposal to increase prices of 35 medicines. Minister for Planning has emphasized on exports-led growth to take the country forward on path of development. Finance Minister says the present government averted default by taking difficult political decisions. U.S. Ambassador to Pakistan says his country stands with the communities in Pakistan in recovering from the devastation caused by severe flooding. Modi-led Indian government has decided to expand a network of notorious gang of killers, village defence guards to the entire illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to target pro-freedom civilian population. China renews its calls for the international community to engage with interim Taliban government in Afghanistan. And now the news in detail. The Federal Cabinet has declined to increase the prices of 35 medicines and directed that no raise will be made in medicines rate without its prior permission. The Cabinet, which met in Islamabad today with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in the chair, also approved 30.63 kilograms of silver valuing 4.3 million rupees as a minimum limit of blood money. The Cabinet was given a detailed briefing about impacts of climate change on Pakistan. It was told that there is an immediate need to implement the mitigation and adaptation strategy regarding the climate change. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said that climate change, food and water security are interrelated challenges which require immediate measures to protect the future generations from their negative impacts. Minister for Planning and Development Ehsan Iqbal has assured to extend maximum facilitation to the businessmen to bolster investments and exports. Addressing a conference regarding economy in Islamabad today, he said the future of this country is linked with exports. He stressed that an export-led growth is pivotal to take the country forward on the path of development. The Minister for Planning said we will have to develop products and services keeping in view the demand of international market. He said the Chambers of Commerce and Industries should establish special centers with the objective to enhance exports. Ehsan Iqbal said political stability and continuity of policies is a must to take forward the development agenda. Finance Minister Miftah Ismail has said the economy is improving and the government's next target is to control inflation. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said the rupee has continuously been appreciating since the first of this month due to curbs imposed on imports of non-essential items. The Finance Minister said the present government has averted default by taking difficult political decisions and a beginning has been made to put the economy on sound footing. The Finance Minister said prices of petroleum products are determined by OGRA as per a laid-down mechanism. He said no additional tax has been imposed on the petroleum prices. Miftah Ismail said that a new letter of intent sent by the IMF will be signed by him today. He was confident that disbursements to Pakistan will start following the IMF board meeting by the end of this month. Addressing a conference on economy in Islamabad today, Miftah Ismail emphasized on 4 key areas for long-term national growth and development, including boost in agricultural productivity, exports and access to quality education and controlling expenditures. He said focusing on these 4 priority areas will take the country out of the socio-economic conundrum it is in. He said no country can be free unless it is economically self-reliant. Miftah Ismail said the incumbent government has taken several steps for agricultural development to achieve self-sufficiency in food production and increase our foreign exchange reserves. Speaking on the occasion, advisor to Prime Minister Qamar Zaman Qaira said no country can progress without supremacy of law. He stressed on determining right priorities and focusing on long-term policy making. The advisor underscored the need for according especially attention to quality education in the country. Minister for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety Shazia Murray has said a strong and stable economy is vital to ensure social protection of the people. Addressing a conference regarding economy in Islamabad today, she called for corrective measures to stabilize economy to fulfill basic needs of the people. She said a strong economy is a source of strength of any nation, while said a weaker economy negatively impacts the life of the poor people. This is Radio Pakistan. The U.S. envoy to Pakistan, Donald Blum, has said that his country stands with the communities in Pakistan recovering from the devastation caused by severe flooding. In a series of tweets today, he said that this disaster has resulted in a catastrophic loss of life, with many losing their loved ones, their livelihoods, and their homes. Donald Blum said, "We will work closely in coordination with partners on the ground to support these crucial humanitarian assistance efforts." Ambassador Donald Blum announced humanitarian assistance and said that United States Agency for International Development will provide $100,000 to the affected people. 2 police personnel were martyred due to the firing of unknown assailants in Kot Azam area of District Tang today. According to the police, they were deputed on the security of polio team in the ongoing anti-polio drive. President Dr. Arif Alvi and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has strongly condemned the terrorist attack on polio team. Radio Pakistan is organizing a colorful Diamond Jubilee Awards 2022 ceremony at Pak China Friendship Center in Islamabad tonight. The objective of the ceremony is to honor those who rendered meritorious services in different fields in the national broadcaster. Awards will be conferred in 19 categories, including religious scholars, qurra, announcers, anchors of different programs, especially of literary, current affairs, sports and agriculture, drama, artists and writers, musicians and news readers. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Mariam Aurangzeb will be the chief guest at the awards ceremony. Prominent personalities including federal ministers and parliamentarians will also be present on the occasion. It will also be attended by Information Secretary Shahira Shahid and DJ Radio Pakistan Sohail Ali Khan. The Modi-led Indian government has decided to expand the network of notorious gang of killers, village defense guards, to the entire illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to target pro-freedom civilian population. According to Kashmir Media Service, the dreaded gang, previously known as Village Defense Committees, was launched by Indian Army in 1995 in Jammu to eliminate the sympathizers of Kashmir Freedom Movement from the region. The village defense guards will be recruited, trained and armed by the Indian Army to instill a sense of fear among public through deaths and destruction. In a statement, APHC leaders Zamrud Habib, Yasmin Raja and Abdul Ahad Phara has expressed concern over the plight of illegally detained Hurriyat leaders and activists and demanded their immediate release. China has renewed its call for the international community to engage with the interim Taliban government in Afghanistan. Talking to the reporters in New York, China's UN envoy Zhang Jin said it is important to engage with the new administration to give them guidance and confidence so that they can move forward. He also called for the release of Afghan funds which remain frozen in the US from the country's central bank as soon as possible. Pakistan has set a victory target of 315 runs for the Netherlands in the first one international of 3-match series at Rotterdam a short while ago. Earlier, Pakistan won the toss and opted to bat. And finally, the weather. Rain with wind and thunder showers expected in Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Sindh, Balochistan, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir during the next 12 hours. However, heavy falls are also expected at scattered places in Sindh, East Balochistan, Upper and Southern Punjab, South Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Kashmir during the period. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.